everybody. Welcome to the Root Beer Show. Welcome to the Root Beer Show. Great and value.
And valueless? Well. Look at yourself. Open your mouth really big and say,
of the Root Beer Show! America's greatest root beer reviewing webisode. Today is going to be a very special episode of the Root Beer Show with two root beers. But before we get to the root beers, let me introduce my first special guest. She is 7 years old, and she is my daughter. Please welcome Emerald!
Hi, I'm Emerald, and I am a pretty girl, and I play with Barbies. This is my Barbie. I love you, Daddy. You're so handsome and tough, with such a rugged, manly mustache.
No, I'm not Emerald. What am I doing? I'm not Emerald, I'm Steve. I am the real root beer.
Be quiet.
Are you giving me sass? Let's see what you did. It's the Root Beer Show, except you need to get out. Because you're the guest host. You're the guest, and I'm the real host of the Root Beer Show. My name is Mr. Steve, and welcome to the Root Beer Show. Today we have a whole bunch of special guests, because I've got Isabella.
Hi.
We're wearing matching wife beaters, although she's a little kid, so it's really like a mommy beater. And I've got my daughter Emerald here. Oh, are you tagging me, Bella?
No.
And of course, the Root Beer Girl, our very own Root Beer assistant. Say hello, Root Beer Girl. And say hello to my cluttered house. There are some Root Beer Show copycats out there. Did you kids know this?
Yeah.
There are other root beer shows out there.
I knew that. Really?
Yes, other root beer shows that are trying to capture the popularity and wonderfulness of our own root beer show. Bella, this isn't the Bella Show. This is not the Bella Show. Okay? Bella, this isn't... Bella has taken over the Root Beer Show. Ladies and gentlemen, the Root Beer Show is now the Bella Show. Ladies and gentlemen, the Bella Show! Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Root Beer Show, or, as I like to call it, the reason why I take Paxil. We are the original Root Beer Show, okay? There's a whole bunch of pre-teen, teeny boppers out there that are trying to copycat us, but we are the real Root Beer Show. The originators. Except no substitutes. There is no substitute for taste. There is no substitute for flavor. There is only one Root Beer Show. Thank you for joining us. We are going to be reviewing two different root beers. First, okay, you can calm down, Root Beer Girl. Okay? Okay. Root Beer Girl, why don't you bring us out a nice cold bottle of frothy root beer?
Just 1 minute. Frosty, you're on!
Okay, doesn't have to be a big bit, but thank you very much, Root Beer Girl. Today we will be reviewing this root beer. It's a classic, and it's called Frosty Root Beer. Now let me tell you a little bit about Frosty Root Beer. Frosty Root Beer was founded by George Rackensperger. George Rackensperger in 1939. And now we try Frosty Root Beer. Down the hatch. Frosty Root Beer is a great beer for burping. There you go, Belle. There you go, Emerald. Good job. It's a good burping root beer. It's a good frosty tasty root beer. Good for a picnic and good for belching. If you ever want to burp, pick up a Frosty root beer. Isn't that a good root beer? Why don't you try that and tell me if you like it or not, okay? Down the hatch. What do you think? You like it? It's a classic, and you know what? I think it's a classic for a reason. I gotta say, I like this root beer. It tastes the way root beer should taste. It's frosty. I give it a thumbs up. What about you, Emerald? Do you give it a thumbs up? 2 thumbs up. That's 3 thumbs up. We're collecting thumbs today. Oh, Deanna has a thumb up, 2 thumbs up, a toe up. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 thumbs up and 1 toe up. That's a good review for Frosty root beer. I gotta say, Frosty root beer tastes wonderful. But the thing that I really like about this is that it has a frosty taste, like a lot of froth. A lot of froth to it, a lot of foam. But if you notice, we've been drinking this thing and moving it around, there's not a lot of foam build up. Sometimes you drink A&W root beer or Bart's root beer or something like that, and you pour it into a glass, and it's like 75% foam. 75% foam. But this one tastes foamy, but without the foam buildup. And I appreciate that as a father and as an American. Today's second root beer is this one. Dr. Brown's root beer. Dr. Brown's original draft style root beer. Hold on to your privates, America. Dare I say, the world. It is time for our second root beer. Dr. Brown's root beer is a kosher root beer, which means that unlike the other root beers out there, this root beer doesn't have animal blood. It's a very Jewish-friendly drink. I would make fun of that, but I'm not going to. I could make so many Jewish jokes, but I'm not going to because I am a professional. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Well then, down the hatch. This is a horrible root beer. I hate kosher root beer.
I like it.
You like it?
Yeah.
You like it? I absolutely hate it. I think it's just, it's flat, yucky root beer, and it doesn't have that much of a taste.
I agree with him.
Thank you, Deanna. Thank you, root beer girl.
The rest.
Why don't you drink the rest? And I am surprised that I paid so much for. Okay, get your foot out of my face. It's time for the reviewing. What are your thoughts? Hey! Give her another taste. I'll have another taste of it to give it a try. You know, I like how root beer girl drinks it. We're here and we grab it and we go, oh, okay, we will drink. Deanna drinks it like a pirate, drinking a bottle of rum. She goes like, I'm going to drink this root beer now. It's also the same way that Crazy Mike drinks his 40 of Mickey's on the corner of J Street. I have to say I give it 2 thumbs down. 2 thumbs down. Because I
only give it 1 thumb.
Excuse me, Emerald, you said you liked it. So, Emerald liked it a little bit. I hated it. Deanna loved it and married the bottle. And now they're having root beer babies.
Not. But the root beer babies would taste good.
Root beer girl, don't hide your love.
I drink my babies.
I drink my babies. That's about all the time we have for the root beer show. Remember, root beer is a wonderful drink. Keep drinking it. Keep watching the root beer show. Keep coming back to YouTube for some more videos. We have a lot of episodes of the root beer show. Episode 3 has some movies. So be sure to check out the root beer show. Emerald, say goodbye to the audience. Our special guest, Emerald.
Bye.
No, don't press that button. Our special guest, Isabella, say bye. Hello, everybody, and welcome to the root beer show.